Hey folks, Joe Fermano here. Well, I'm on another business trip, and when I go on a business trip conference, I always try to bring you with me. So obviously here I'm in Boston for a few days, staying at the Boston Park Plaza Hotel. So I thought I'd share a few interesting things and try to draw a relevance to the how to use your life theory. The interesting thing about this Boston Park Plaza Hotel, it goes back to the early 1920s, and famous place, Mahatma Gandhi, Betty Davis, Winston Churchill, all the presidents stayed here when they were in Boston. But in the early 1970s, they were falling on hard times, and were going to close and go out of business. But a couple of brothers whose parents got married here said, wait a minute, our parents got married here, let's see if we can raise some money. And they raised some money, and they changed the name to the Boston Park Plaza Hotel and Towers, and it's been thriving ever since. So I'm going to show you maybe another place here in Boston, and I'm going to tell you why I'm doing this video. And the interesting, speaking of president that I actually had the pleasure of meeting on this trip. Stay with me. Okay, so about, I don't know, 2 blocks away, not even, from our hotel, there's this public garden, which is founded in 1837. Really neat, this park in the middle of everything, with some water. The music there, I don't know, just dude there playing electric piano. Pretty cool, huh? Good for him, but just stay with me here. A little bouncy, but check this out. Nice park, great for walking. Come here in the morning, see a lot of people doing their Tai Chi and all that, but I thought this was neat. The kids are like this. You can take a look at the water. They have these boats, these swan-pedaled boats. You see the swan, and the person back there is actually pedaling these people around. And I just thought, I'm that kind of guy to share this with you. But look, nice on tree, water, duckies, someplace. But I'll just take a little bit of this, and then I'll bring you back to the hotel room. Very sweet. And it's different here in I always said Chicago, in Boston. It's not Philly. It's not, who's Philly? No cheesesteaks, yo. It's not New York. In New York. Not Chicago. But it's Chicago. It's probably a little bit of everything here in Boston, from what I can tell. Things are a little more spread out. But this is nice. Check it out. People enjoying themselves. Very nice. Very peaceful. Very serene. Pretty cool, huh? But this is still not the purpose, folks, of today's video blog. What do we have here? Where's he at? There you go. Hey, everything's just ducky. There you go. Very nice. Okay. Thanks for being patient with me. We'll head now into the hotel. Okay, folks. I'm back inside the lobby of the hotel I'm staying at. The old hotel. Check it out. Beautiful flowers. Love this kind of stately, historical, these lobbies that they refurbish. Now that's a chandelier, right? Take a look. Very nice. You can just see it back here in the roaring 20s, right? Original rug, by the way. Oh, yeah. Mirrors. Very nice. Okay, now we got to take it up to the room. We're in the Fermano studio, so I can really give you the purpose of this video blog today, because the real purpose is coming. The experience that I had just yesterday, meeting the president. Stay tuned. Okay, folks, I'm back. I had to bring it in the room because the lobby was just too noisy. The room's a little small, the lighting's a little out of whack, and you don't even want to know how I set up the camera to do this, but I want to bring it all together for you. I'm back in the room, and here you go. Here's a pillow. It's all about the swan here at the Boston Park Plaza Hotel. Good story. Anyway, here's really what I wanted to talk to you about. Bring it all together here in Boston. A couple of days ago, one of our speakers was former President Bill Clinton. And he spoke to many of us in a private room, and it really was interesting. Whether you were into his politics or not, liked him or not, appreciate it, it's still the president. How many times do you get, at least for me, to see and meet a president. And he spoke for about, I don't know, half hour, 45 minutes. And at the beginning I was a little, you know, because he was talking about all that he did and everything that happened in the past, and he did this, he did that, but then he turned it and, you know, and talked more about the future and the positiveness of what we have to do in this great country and, you know, living the American dream and so on and so forth. But the best part about it, which brings me to you, is this. And I think it formulates perfectly into the whole how to use your life mission. And that is, our CEO asked him a question after he was done speaking and just said, what about the presidency? How was it being a president? And what did you like the most about it? He said, hey, I'm glad it's only 2 terms. He said, not really. He goes, I would have ran for a 3rd term. He goes, I love being president. He said, but it is very tough. You're hit with a lot of good, a lot of not so good. He goes, but the best part about being president, and he likes to pause, you know, he sits there and he thinks about it. Well, you know, he pauses, but he said, the best part I liked about being president, he goes, no matter what was going on each day, whether it was something that had to do with possible warfare, a recession, health care, a tragedy in America, whatever it might be, and we're thrown, you know, the 2 parties fighting against each other, the media pundits, every day there was something good that happened. And he goes, what I mean by that, it was something that touched me. It would be a letter from a supporter just saying, hey, love you, hang in there, we appreciate everything you're doing. Or a letter from someone who was not a supporter, but still appreciated the office of the president and said, hey, either way, we're Americans, there's a lot of good things going on out there. And he said there was always something every day that he found rewarding, that he saw in us as Americans, and just in the world in its own self. And he said, I choose. He goes, I chose. He said, and believe me, he goes, look how I aged. There's a lot of stress in being a president. He goes, I chose every day to find something before I went to bed positive. And not that every day wasn't a good day. He just said, though, but I had to make it a habit. And that kept me excited and passionate about what I'm doing. And he said, and I fed off of that. He goes, I built myself from that, because there were days when I went to bed and I was sad or unhappy about the way things would happen and that were out of my control, or did I do enough to help the American people? He said, but every day, whether it was reading a letter, whether it was just being grateful to be in this position, whether it was just hearing a story from someone in a state that's far, far away from me that's doing something really good for other people and serving, he goes, that's what kept me optimistic and positive every day. It was you. He said, and I took that and I leveraged that and I learned. He goes, and I share it with all of you, as he spoke to us and said that I know now that every day, no matter what is going on in your life, look for something positive, because it's there and it's most likely right around you. So there's the message, folks. Hey, thanks for going on this little trip with me in Boston. I'll be back soon. You'll see this up soon. So, you know, the usual. Make it a great day. It's the only one you've got. Don't worry about the grass being greener on the other side. Grass being greener on the other side. Maybe they're just watering it more, you know, stuff like that. So make it a great day again. It's the only one you've got, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.